Welcome to It's All Fine and Dangy, where we talk about community, health, culture, and all of the big and little things that make life good. Here are your hosts, Dan and Angie.
Well, hello, everyone. Welcome to our 25th episode.
25th anniversary.
25th.
It's our 25th anniversary episode.
Anniversary episode. I don't think we can claim an anniversary
Whatever.
yet. But 25 episodes, pretty impressive.
I know. It's calls for an anniversary special.
Giving myself a little pat on the back.
As if you guys couldn't tell, it's late. We're tired. And it's...
Angie's been meal prepping all day.
Yes, it's been a very busy week. And it's still early in the week. It was a super busy weekend.
It was. We had the Golden Warrior Festival.
It was a big hit, big turnout. And thanks again to everyone that came out to that. We've got a lot of people that also entered into our contest by donating money to Alex's Lemonade Stand.
Which we will do the very last day of the month. So you all still have time to donate to Alex's Lemonade Stand to get your name in the running for some of our great prizes.
But the best prize of all is knowing that you helped kids with cancer.
That's right. Helped in that, funding that research and those clinical trials. It's awesome. Thank you, everybody. That was a really amazing event.
Yes, it was great. And hopefully you'll come out to the next one if you didn't come out this year.
So next year, we've already chatted, and next year we're going to do a carnival theme.
Nice.
So you know me, my brain's already going in 500 directions. So carnival theme next year. The location may be at a different place, not sure yet, but we will keep you guys posted throughout the year. We will definitely need volunteers for it.
Yep.
So we would love, if you are interested, let us know now so we can put your name on a list.
Yeah, absolutely. Also, we are, sometimes we have to plan our guests out way in advance so we can meet with everybody's schedule. So we've actually been interviewing guests for October. Mm-hmm. And we're really excited about the Halloween and Hops thing coming in October. We're mapping out our own Halloween costumes, the Velvet Sessions thing. We'll definitely do some form of a Facebook Live broadcast from that event, which is going to be really cool. So we're very excited about that.
Can't wait for it.
I can't either. This past weekend, also, we did the Golden Warrior event on Saturday. On Sunday, we finally got a chance to get out and do Angie's favorite thing.
Kayaking.
Yes.
Oh, I love being out in nature.
I do too. We went to Econlockhatchee.
Econlockhatchee.
and it's really cool. Don't get me wrong. I know some of you are a big fan of it.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Really cool. I guess I should say it's really interesting. It was anything but cool because I think the high was like 98.
It was so hot.
There's very little shade.
And I love the sun,
yes.
But I think the problem was because the water was so murky, we were not going to get in it.
Yep.
So we had no relief. And we especially weren't going to get in it after we saw the 15-foot alligator.
So can I say, I am going to post a video on the Fine and Dangy YouTube page of our trip. And I've been having fun putting that together. We're starting to do this sort of vlogging thing. So that's turned out to be pretty fun. But I've been in Florida my whole life, 48. Am I 49 this year?
Yes, because I'll be 44.
So I'm 48 3/4, and I have been here my whole life. I have never seen a gator that big. And Angie came around the corner and saw it first. I really only saw the top half of its body. Its head was already under, and the width of this gator. If you think about like from leg to leg, like from front leg to front leg, just the width of its body was almost as wide as my kayak is long. And I'm not exaggerating. We have short kayaks, but that is a gigantic gator. It was terrifying looking.
It was terrifying.
Yeah. So,
I mean, I've seen big ones.
Yeah.
But far away. So, they're big because you can see them. But I've never been that up close to one that huge. I mean, its head must have been 3 foot long by itself. I am not exaggerating.
It was all I saw was his back going under, and it was like big, knobby, white, scaly dinosaur. I mean, it was, and Angie's totally chill about alligators, and even you'll see in the video.
But I used to be terrified of them.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh my gosh, when I was a kid, I was terrified.
Well, what I started to say is you're so chill about them anyway, even the big ones. But on this one, she was like, I'm staying way over here on the other side of the river.
I am. I parked and let it do its thing, and then we waited and hauled booty.
And I think part of the...
Because if that thing would have came up under us, it would have tipped you over.
On accident even.
On accident, and then you're dead. I'm sorry.
Sure.
It's going to eat you. It thinks you're something that it's meant to eat.
I would have ran across the top of the water to get away from that alligator.
It's so scary.
And then the other thing, too, is, we thought it was like a 3-hour trip, and I must not have really calculated that properly. So we were like barely paddling and just coasting. And then we realized about halfway through, because we still had GPS, that it was a lot longer than we thought. So we were on the water from probably maybe 11:45 in the morning.
It was like 6 hours.
Yeah, until, I don't know what time, 5 or something. Yeah. So yeah, we were sore. I'm still a little sore. But it was fun. It was cool.
And it wouldn't have been that bad if there was some shade. There was just no relief.
No shade, yeah. No relief. Nowhere to get in.
Plus, we're very spoiled from Juniper.
Yes, Juniper is my favorite. We got to go do that one again. I want to go do that one with the new cameras. It'd be fun.
It is just gorgeous. I love it.
I do too. So this episode is our 25th anniversary. I don't care what she says. It's our 25th anniversary. And so we're going to do something goofy. We don't have a guest, and it's looking like we may not have a guest for September. We may not do guests in September. We have guests lined up, but we can't schedule time to meet with them. We interviewed some guests last night for October. I'm going to be in Houston tomorrow. I'm going to be in Chicago next week. So we're having to...
It's just not working out.
We're having to jump through some hoops here, but we've got some pretty fun, more playful episodes coming.
Yeah. And we do have an idea for kind of some guests.
What do you mean?
We'll let it be a surprise.
Oh, that's right. We do have guests next week and the week after. What was I thinking?
I don't know. You weren't.
Oh, silly me. But today, I will let Angie introduce what we're going to do for the show today.
So I think it was our very first episode where we did the lightning round, where we did these little speed questions to each other so that the audience could get to know us. I mean, we kind of knew the answer to most of the questions of each other, but some of them we were kind of surprised. So that was cool. And we had to answer them real quick, just questions. Do you like, vanilla or chocolate? And you had to just not think and answer it. So that was pretty cool. But I thought, let's come up with some questions that are a little more thought-provoking. Like, if you were, fill in the blank, what would you be? Fill in the blank.
Nice.
So, I came up with 5 questions. How many did you come up with?
I came up with 5 questions as well. Imagine the coincidence of that.
Imagine. And how would you like to do it? Would you like to go back and forth or one at a time?
Let's go back and forth. That might keep it kind of dynamic.
Okay, perfect. So here is what I came up with, Daniel Fawkes.
All right, I'm ready.
If you were...
Wait.
You ruined it. What?
Do we have to answer right away really fast?
No, this thought. You have to think. You have to think. I
mean, wait.
Don't put too much of a silence in there. I mean, try to be quick about it because otherwise the audience doesn't want to hear... You
know what I'm going to do already. You already know what I'm going to do.
You're going to do that.
I'm going to repeat the question because I don't know how to answer a question without repeating it. That's you know what that is? That's me stalling for my brain to absorb the question.
Okay, listen carefully.
Listen carefully.
If you were an animal. What kind would you be and why?
Okay. If I was an animal, what would I be and why? There's me repeating.
There it is, 2 times.
Now, the cool thing to say would be a fox because it's my last name and that would be it.
Uh-huh.
But that wouldn't necessarily really want to be a fox.
No.
So let me think for a minute. If I were an animal, what would I be and why? I would probably be a little dog that lived inside somebody's house.
I knew you were going to say that.
And then you just get pampered all the time.
A little lap dog?
Yeah, and you get all the food and snacks you want. And you do. Oh, maybe a cat, actually, because they get to just sleep all day.
They kind of do.
Yeah, I take it back. As much as I prefer dogs over cats, I would be a cat.
Okay.
An indoor cat.
Just
never go outside.
Never see
That'd be like
outdoors.
Garfield. Fat as can be.
You'd have your nails clipped so that you can't even protect yourself if you go
Wouldn't
outside.
matter. What am I protect myself against? The couch? That's what I would be.
Okay, cool. Well, then you changed. I thought you would say a little dog.
Yeah, well, I pivoted.
Yeah. Pivot.
I knew you were going to do that. Okay. If you could pick an actress to play you in a movie, Angie Sanders, who would it be?
Well, okay. 2 people come to mind. Oh, why don't I know her name? My girl from House Hill. House on Haunting Hill. Is that House on... You know the girl with the black hair?
Oh, yes. I know the girl with the black hair.
I love her so much.
I know you do. I do too.
And I'm not good with names because I'm not going to know the other name
neither.
She
was also in like a space thing, wasn't she?
She's been in a lot of things. She was in Spy Kids. She was the mom in Spy Kids. She's been in...
Oh, that's what I know her from.
She's been in The One. Oh, turn your reminders off, man.
Sorry. That was my reminder to do the podcast. Her name... I know who she is. She
was also in The One with Jet Li.
Yeah, her name is Carla Gugino.
Okay, Carla. You could play me.
Gugino? Gugino.
I would like her to play me in a movie, or... The person who is my doppelganger is the girl from, oh gosh, How I Met Your Mother.
Oh, you would.
She's my doppelganger.
Very nice. Very nice.
Everybody, because she's a little silly and, you know.
The band camp girl.
The band camp girl.
That is the band camp girl. She is your doppelganger.
Yeah. American Pie. American Pie?
So you got to pick one. Which one would it be?
It would probably be her.
Okay.
Because she's a little more goofy.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's perfect. So here's a fun fact for you about Carla Gugino. She was born in Sarasota, Florida.
Oh.
To Carl Gugino, who is an orthodontist in Sarasota, Florida. Okay. So there you go.
She must have been named after her dad.
Could be.
Carl.
That's probably why she has perfect teeth.
She does have perfect teeth. I like her a lot.
Yeah, me too. All right.
Okay. Dan, if you could go back in time, what period of time would you go to?
If I could go back in time, I would go back to when you first asked me this question and I wouldn't repeat it. No. If I could go back in time, I would probably go back to, this is going to be more of a deep answer than you would expect from something like this, but if I could go back in time, I would probably go back to when I was a little kid.
Mm-hmm.
And
what age?
Maybe, I don't know, 5, 6.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And... You know, I'd like to think I would go back to that age and kind of tell myself everything was going to be okay because I had a pretty rough childhood.
Yeah.
But now as I say that, I would probably be like, who the heck is this crazy person?
Stranger danger.
All right, forget it. I'd probably just go back to the 80s so I could see Metallica in concert when they had long hair.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. All right, your turn.
If you could have one superpower, what would it be?
Oh, that's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody chooses invisibility.
You know what? There is a discussion like that in a movie or a show where they're talking about it. And
but I wouldn't.
Oh, was it Shazam? That movie where he says everybody chooses invisibility? Yeah, that's right.
Mine would be, I think mine would be reading people's minds.
Oh, that would be terrifying.
Yeah. But I really would have to learn how to control it. Like,
so you didn't go
Dr.
crazy.
Xavier, so I didn't go crazy.
What would you do with that power?
I would do good with that power.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What, like help people when you figured out they were scared or worried or whatever?
I think I would like it so that, because we live in the world we live in and there are so many scam artists and everything like that, I think it would be, to have that power would be amazing because you would know who's really in need.
And who's not.
And who's not, or
that's
who's
a pretty
hurting,
noble way to use
or
that.
who's in pain. And you wouldn't have to let on that you knew. But, sometimes, people have like intuition. I mean, there's people that, can read like auras and stuff or feel energy even. And I feel like having that power, if you knew somebody was sad because they lost a loved one, you could do something kind that would just make their day better.
Without them knowing
knowing that you have the power.
Well, look at that.
Yeah.
That's a pretty noble cause.
Yeah. I think
it's a good answer, though.
Okay. So my turn for you.
Yep.
If you could trade places for a day with anyone in the world, either past, present, they could have been deceased. It don't matter. If you could trade places for a day with anyone, who would it be and why?
Hugh Hefner. No, I'm just kidding. Wow, that's a hard one for me because as much of a mess as my life has been at certain points, I like my life, and I've never.
You have to say something.
I've never really thought about wanting to be someone else, but if I had to, like I was forced to, be someone else for a day.
It's only a day. Like,
it would probably be someone really significant in history. Maybe Albert Einstein.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Maybe.
Cool. To see what the mind of someone like that is. It wouldn't be the new astrophysicist guy that you love so much?
Oh, no. No. I'm not trying to be as smart as him. No, not at all.
No, but you're just trading places with him today. You're
talking about Neil deGrasse Tyson?
Yes.
I do really, really like Neil deGrasse Tyson. I'm getting ready to buy his book. But I guess you could argue that Einstein is kind of the same thing. I guess I would want to be someone at a point in time where something was dramatically changing or change was imminent.
So when I was thinking of this question, I thought of someone like Harriet Tubman.
Yeah.
How I would want to be somebody of a different race or ethnicity, whatever, that went through some type of struggle like that and was so brave and stood up for what was wrong, stood against what was wrong, and no matter what was going to happen to them. Because I feel like if I was that person put in that situation, I feel like I would have done the same thing.
Yeah, I get
that.
But
I would have liked to be in somebody else's shoes like that to experience it maybe. I don't know. I mean, everybody was like probably thinking you're crazy for something like that, but no. I feel like there's something inside people like that is just so powerful, and I don't know.
Again,
that's just amazing to me.
That's a super noble answer for you. But you know what's funny is you know me, I am like all about standing up for people that are being that are having to deal with things like racism or bully or I have no room for any of that. Having said that, though, because I know how real those things are, I definitely would not want to be. I have no doubt in my mind that my life has been different because of, who I am and my race and everything else. Mm-hmm. And I wouldn't want to experience that. I think it's probably horrible.
I know, but it also, it's horrible, but there's a courage in people like that. You know what I mean? To be able to be in their shoes for... Well,
would you have the courage? The question is, if you could be someone else... Would I have
the courage? I think I would.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you could be someone else for a day, I was envisioning it like you still have your own personality and everything. You're just like in their body all of a sudden.
Oh, okay. Oh, but I didn't even think about that. Yeah. I was thinking that you would actually get to experience like them as a person.
Yeah.
But, I mean, we know that could never happen, but... Yeah, I always say that. I say, like, if I grew up back in that time period, I always feel like I would have said... Knew that it was wrong.
Absolutely.
That's how I feel.
Well, that's a hard one for me to answer, I think.
Yeah, I know, because you really have to think about something
you
like
really
that.
Do.
That's not something
it's a lot
that
of dead air, I guess.
Yeah. And I mean, I thought about it a little bit because I was asking you the question. But
well, I've got a dead air question for you.
Oh, sure.
This is the kind of question I can answer pretty quick.
Okay.
This is a deep one. You ready?
Okay.
If you could only keep 3 apps on your phone, what would they be?
I don't even know what anything is on my phone. Hold on.
Only 3, and it can't be like phone and contacts and the ones that are built in. I'm talking about apps that you added.
Like Excel? That doesn't count.
You don't use that app on your phone?
No. Now I have to look at the apps on my phone because I don't even know what they are.
I can tell you one of yours would be Facebook.
Probably Facebook.
Yep.
I have this new timer that I really like. So I like the timer because it's really great for meal prep.
Right.
And I'll choose a fun one. I really like this coloring one.
Oh, yes.
These are the kind of games I play, people.
And that's good. It mellows
It's
you out.
therapeutic.
Yeah, no doubt. So you would keep
I like mindless stuff whenever I go to play games.
You would keep the coloring book app,
yeah,
Facebook, and a timer.
and a timer.
Okay. All right. Well, good for you.
I don't even know.
You know that I would have to keep some smart home apps on my phone. That would be my thing.
Yeah, I usually make you tell the smart stuff what to do. So I don't.
All right.
I can't even talk to the devices in the house.
No, you do just
do
fine. You do just fine. All right. We got 2 left each. What's your next one?
Okay. So if there was a talent that you could instantly perfect, what would it be?
Instantly perfect. If it was a talent I could instantly perfect, it would probably be to write a best-selling novel.
You're already a writer, though.
I know, but I haven't written the best-selling novel yet.
Okay.
That's coming.
Okay, gotcha.
I mean, I'm putting that out there.
I thought
I'm
you
not
wanted
being
to
arrogant.
be like an opera singer or something.
No. I want to do that more than anything. I want to do the writing.
It's not arrogant saying something like that's going to happen.
No. I'm sort of telling the listeners when I say that's going to happen, I'm putting that out in the universe.
Yeah.
That's what's happening there. All right. So this one I had, and it's similar to one you asked, and I always mentioned this earlier, but it's not the same.
Okay.
This one would be harder to answer. If you had a time machine and you could only go either into the past or into the future, which one would you choose, past or future, and why?
Can we alter anything once we go into the past or the future?
That could be your why.
That would be my why.
Okay.
I would go to the past and alter my future.
You would.
Yeah, I would like to end up where I am still, but there are things that happen in my life that I wouldn't want to happen.
Clearly, you've never seen the butterfly effect.
Because then it affects everything.
So you would go into the past and try to change something simple, and then you would come back to today, and I would be gone. It would be totally different.
I don't think so.
Well, I do.
You know what? It would.
Yeah.
You would have been had your best-selling novel. There you go.
You know why? Because you could go back in time and then give me all the ideas of Stephen King books that he hadn't written yet.
That's right. I'll do that for you.
Well, I hate to keep answering these questions. I would go into the future, though. I was thinking about this one.
I knew you would go in the future.
I would go way into the future.
Yeah.
Like 5,000 years into the future.
I don't know if you'd like what you found there.
I might not, but I would go. Like in that movie, The Time Machine, H.G. Wells, the book, rather. Mm-hmm. The movie was a little different, I think.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Cool.
All right. One left.
Is it my turn?
Did
you just ask me one?
I did, and then I answered it myself.
Oh,
but, yeah.
Okay. All right. Last one.
Yep.
If you were able to speak any other language other than your native tongue, what would it be and why?
French, because it'd make my job a lot easier. So it's a boring answer, but it's true because I deal with a lot of people who speak both English and French, and a lot of our staff are French only, and I would love to be able to just switch back and forth.
Yeah. I would speak French too, because sometimes I do. When
You
I
do?
say, my name is Angers, it's French.
Nice.
That's how I speak French.
The only thing I know how to say in French, because my sister did live in France for a while, the only thing I know how to say is completely inappropriate for a show that's rated clean. So I'll have to tell you off the air.
Okay.
Anyways.
Was that it? Was that 5 and 5 for both of us?
No, I have one more for you.
Okay.
If you could meet anyone living or dead, who would it be?
Okay.
Meet, not be.
Yeah. Oh, that one's hard.
Not Neil deGrasse Tyson?
No, I don't think so.
Not Einstein?
No, I think it would be Ellen.
That's a great answer, actually.
I love her so much.
Yeah, me too.
I
Who doesn't love Ellen? Yeah.
I told you that I want to go to her show. Before,
I do too. That's in California, right?
I think
so that'll be the
one
one thing we have to do for you. And the one thing we have to do for me is go to Disneyland.
Yes. Okay. We can do that both at the same time.
All right.
I'll do it.
Well, there's our show.
That's it.
This was a different
How
one.
exciting was that?
It was fun, though. And I guess it's a way for everyone to get to know us a little more.
it kind of breaks it up a little bit. I mean, it's kind of a bummer we don't have a guest every week, but it's hard to...
We do, though. I mean, if you look at our show, we have a guest 95% of the time. We almost never don't have a guest. This month, we kind of knew it was going to be, unless something just fell into our lap.
Yeah, because not everybody can, meet and chat with you on the day that you need to meet and chat.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And what's unfortunate about it is we have people that have asked to be on the show that we want to be on the show. So we haven't forgotten about you guys, but we just can't sync up schedules right now. And that's the hard part.
Yeah.
I am really excited about next month, though, for a lot of reasons. I think we're going to have some really good shows. And we do have a guest next week and the week after that. So it's not a completely guestless month. Guestless.
Yeah, and we are pretty much through the end of the year.
Booked?
We're booked.
Awesome.
Yeah. So I will start putting together our plan for next year. If you guys have any ideas of anything that you would like to see or hear about, or, even if it's you that would like to be on the show, definitely give us a shout. You know where to find us, right?
That's right. I know where to find us. Do you know where to find us?
I don't have that memorized.
Well, I have it memorized. You can call us at 407-490-3899 or email us at feedback@fineanddangy.com. And don't forget, you can also still join the contest to win one of our many fabulous prizes.
We're giving them all away.
We are giving them all away this month. We've got Google Home Minis. We've got fitness trackers. We've got restaurant gift cards. We have gift certificates for a chiropractor. Mm-hmm. And the list goes on.
Yes.
We're actually still gathering prizes.
Yeah.
So we've got some local businesses that are donating prizes, and we'll mention them in the air as we get those prizes as well. So don't forget, you can still join, donate to Alex's Lemonade Stand, send us a screenshot of your receipt. You can do that by going to alexslemonade.org. That's where you donate. There's a big donate button. Do a screenshot, email that receipt to feedback@fineanddangy.com, and you're in the contest.
And I would like to remind everybody, it is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month, all of September. Please decorate your front door gold. Wrap a gold ribbon around a tree in your yard, your mailbox.
The gold ribbon, yeah.
Wear a gold ribbon so that when people ask what it's for, you can maybe point them to maybe Alex's Lemonade Stand or someplace where they can get some information about why this month is so important. Anyway, sport your gold ribbon, your T-shirts that, are helping to make the community aware that it is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month.
Yep.
Oh, I do want to remind everybody that September 11th, they're going to be doing the proclamation in the city of Apopka to kind of recognize that it is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month.
Right.
And they are going to light the city hall gold.
Very nice.
So that night it'll be gold. So how cool is that?
That is very, very cool.
Mm-hmm.
So, what you reminded me too is we were able to meet the mayor at the Golden Warrior Festival, which was nice.
Yes. And I met a very nice police officer there. I have his card.
Yep.
And he was talking about how they have something coming up in January with an event for cystic fibrosis. So we're going to hopefully partner up with them.
That would be great.
Draw some more awareness to that as well.
Awesome. Well, we'd love to have someone on the show about that too.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's it, guys. And so we will talk to you next week. And don't forget, at the end of the day,
it's all fine and dandy.
From Houston, I'll be in your town tomorrow.
All right. It's bedtime. But, whatever. Fix that. You're going to leave it, aren't you? Anyway.
If I could go back in time, I'd go back to when you first started trying to say that. Oh, okay. Indeed.